Hey guys, so let's talk about business here. Here's a underlying principle or reality of business that you have to really grasp and internalize. And if you understand this, it forms the basis of your entire business strategy. So it's very important. And this is how I summarize it. If you're 100% sure that your product is going to sell really well, you probably have a 10% chance. 10% if you're lucky. That's the reality of the situation. A lot of people are sold this illusion about how building a business is. And the illusion is that you come out with the brilliant idea and then you go to market with it, you produce it, you go to market. It could be a piece of software, it could be a type of restaurant, who knows, whatever the product is. So you come up with a brilliant idea and you go to market and it sells like crazy. This is the illusion that people have. It doesn't work that way. It's not even close to being that. The reality about building a product and a business is about grinding. It's about iterations. Iterations mean going back and revamping and changing, revamping and changing and revamping and changing. And it's about being responsive to your audience in the world. So you put out your product, you see how people react, and you make changes accordingly. This is where the judgment call comes in. You have to be able to make that judgment call if the product is actually viable. And that's a difficult thing. What I typically do is respond to the initial reaction from clients and how difficult it is to get clients in the first place. And getting clients means clients are actually willing to pay. So that is a huge part of it. And that's a judgment call. And yeah, that's a judgment call. So what this all means in terms of business strategy is that you have to work to get your product, get your service out as quickly as possible, as cheaply as possible, so that you can gauge your potential client's reaction to your product. The big mistake is to spend too much time and money trying to perfect something before you actually release it to the public. And then you find out it's a total flop, it has no chance of success. Happens a lot. So this is core to my business course, which has no name yet. I haven't figured out what the name is going to be yet. But the core principle is that you have to realize that most of the products that you're going to put out there, most of the business ideas you're going to put out there are not going to be viable. And then when you do find the one that's viable, it's going to be far from perfect when it starts. You're going to have to spend a lot more time and effort refining it based on user reaction. And I'm going to get into that in a deep way with my course on business. This is something I don't know if you've heard it anywhere else. Perhaps you haven't, I don't know. Everything that I talk about, whether it be coding, whether it be business, well, especially business, there's derived from my own personal experiences. I've been in business for 28 years, going on 29 years, so I have a pretty good idea about how things work. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye-bye.